What's up, y'all? I'm Drea, and today I want to talk about something that I thought everybody should probably know. If you don't already know, this is good to know. Right now, it's about, you're limited on the things that you could do. There's no real ideal situation, so we can't wait for it to happen. We got to make it happen, right? And what I'm talking about is ways of moving our body, either getting back into shape or continuing where you are, which you've already started. And so a group of ladies got together on Zoom and had asked me to do a little class. Now, I do one-on-ones, but me not knowing where you're at and doing an assessment is a little tricky. So let me show you what I came up with. All right, so I think of moving the body and getting familiar with how to move the body properly. So these techniques I'm gonna go over are gonna help you when you go to work out, throughout your day, things that you can do in the shower. Now, what I want you to think about is what's happening with the shoulder blades. So they're either going up or going down or coming together, okay? Now, you don't have a problem, I guarantee, with them coming up. Everybody, it's called a shrug. Everybody, unknowingly shrugs. Unless you start doing these techniques, you'll be very conscious about what you're doing and how you're doing it. So the first one is gonna be your T's. So watch my shoulder blades, because that's what you wanna think about are your shoulder blades. You're dropping the shoulder blades down your back as you squeeze the shoulders together. Now make sure the shoulder blades are going down your back and then come together. If you're not paying attention to what those shoulder blades are doing, you may start to feel them, or you don't even feel them, but they naturally come up and squeeze. And that's what you don't want. You don't want them coming up, you want them coming down. And then squeeze them together. If you have a problem with that connection, I want you to just hold, squeeze, feel each shoulder blade, lock it in, and then do about 10 of those. Cool. Now we're gonna do Y's. Y's are like you're on a roller coaster ride. Woo! Okay. So Y's are gonna go overhead, but what you're thinking about again are the shoulder blades. So drop the shoulder blades down. As the arms come up, you're dropping the shoulder blades down. Down your back. So watch my shoulders. This is what you don't wanna do. This is what you wanna do. Down your back. If you notice my chest goes up, let's do that again. That's what you want. Now engage your core because you don't want to accentuate your lumbar spine. And if you need to, you can squeeze the glutes for stability. But don't let the hips drop forward. You want to keep it neutral, abs engaged, core, drop the shoulder blades down your back. Again, that's all you're thinking about. Cool. Now the next one is called bilateral external rotations. So what that is your elbows are gonna come to your sides. You don't want them too forward. You don't want them too back. So you wanna keep them close to your side. Again, shoulder blades down your back. And as your thumbs go to your side without leaving the side of your body. So you wanna keep the elbow tucked. You're squeezing the shoulder blades. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Again, that's the only thing you're thinking about are those shoulder blades. So let me show you what's happening back here in my shoulder blades. Cool. So those 3 exercises for your back muscles, get those posture muscles strong. Use that technique when you're doing lat pull down, when you're doing rows, bent over rows, when you're doing your deadlifts. It's all about what's happening with those shoulder blades. Next, you want to think of core, but booty as well. Those two things work together. You can't work the booty without working the core. You think you can, but trust and believe, it's not, what you could be doing. You know what I'm saying? So think of engaging the core. Think of the sides of your obliques coming together. So really pulling it through there. Pelvic floor, imagine that's an elevator that's going up to the penthouse suite. So include that in there. And the glutes. So what I like to think of, this is called your Nacho Libre, where you squeeze the booty. You could even squeeze the booty. So what you want to do is you want to focus on engagement and through that glute and squeeze as much as you can. So first, legs together. You want to make sure your hip width apart, and you want to engage and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And think of core, engaging, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, then you can sit down and do this exercise. It's almost like you're in a car that has hydraulics. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but you'd squeeze the glutes. Do it for like a commercial, or do it for a timed period. But think of really contracting the squeeze. And what you want to do is really connect with the muscles. It's not so much the legs, it's the booty, but also the core. So again, everything's pulling up, everything's squeezing until you just can't no more, and then repeat. Okay, the next is you want to focus on balance. Again, we're doing core and booty. So I'm going to stand on one leg, soften the knee so it's not bent, it's just softened. So hip is back, engage the glute, tighten the core. And what I'm going to do is with this leg, I'm going to kick back, and then I'm going to hold, and I'm going to squeeze. And then I want you to kick forward and then kick back. Bring the knee forward and then kick back. Think of tight, don't move the hips. Perfect. Same with the other side. Again, stabilize, hip back, booty engage, push through that floor, bend the knee, kick back. Cool. If you need to, hold on to something to give you some assistance. Hold tight, flex, kick. Cool. Last one. Side lifts. So you want to think of top glute, outer thigh. Again, stabilize, push the leg through the floor, engage the core for balance. You're going to flex the foot and think of leading with the heel. Now you can bend the knee to give you some assistance to lock that in, because you don't want to rotate out. You want to keep it kicked out. Imagine you're leading with the heel. So lift here, squeeze, and down. Another part of this, you can get it creative, is open up. Lift and rotate. Lift and rotate. Okay, next version, straight leg. Engage the core, you're working this glute as well as this one, and squeeze. Don't lift, okay? Keep it locked in. Keep your hips stable, push through the floor, and just squeeze right in there, that glute. And then switch. Rotate. And sides. Woo! And if you need to, again, hold on to something. Don't come through, grip it. Just lightly hold on to it because you want to allow the stabilizing leg to work. Again, make sure the hip is back. Don't let the knee come forward. Perfect. Push through the floor. Again, engage the core. Follow the steps. The cues are huge. So pay attention to that. Leading with the heel, either bent leg to get in there, straight leg. And don't start leaning. Use your core, lock it in, and squeeze. See, just light. Cool? All right, y'all, that's that quick shot. Move the body, increase all those movements when you're doing things outside of the home. You know, incorporate these movements in the gym. Promise you, it would make a world of difference. It's about maximizing your time. Do it in the shower. Do it while you're at the house doing whatever you need to do. Do it in between your meetings. However, whatever, make it happen. All right, y'all. Until the next one, don't forget to subscribe. Mwah. Like the video. All right, y'all. See you on the next one.